This is for all my girlies out there that are literally like fiending for a boyfriend right now. I'm gonna stop you right there because I used to be like that, and then I realized it's hot girl summer, it's single girl summer, because we have so many plans and fun things ahead of us this summer, and if you get tied down, you're not gonna be able to do half of that, and I believe it because the past few weekends have been meeting so many new people here in Austin, and I've been just getting invited left and right to like all these pre-games, parties, boat days, pool parties, you name it, and I just know if I was in a relationship, half these invitations would not be thrown my way. So we are going into this summer single, raging, meeting so many people, and you never know, by the end of summer, maybe that's when you're gonna meet your boyfriend, but do not go into summer locked and cuffed.
Guys, what is going on? Welcome to another episode of Women Regretting Hookup Culture, but still partaking in it, still wanting a piece of that cake. Let's get started with this one, gentlemen, and I want to play a game with you. So basically, these women that we're going to cover today are racing towards what? You might say, towards the wall. They're really trying to get in there as fast as they can. So we're gonna play this game where you have to guess which one of them is heading with the fastest speed possible towards the wall. Let's get started.
I wanted to get out of a relationship, so I told the guy I wanted to try non-monogamy because I knew he had rage and jealousy issues. That's not okay. Saying that out loud, man, that's fuck.
So she says it as raging jealousy issues. Like it's an issue wanting your partner to not be hooking up with other strangers. I don't know, gentlemen. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily jealousy or issues. You know, it's common sense. But, you know, I'm just too traditional, man. I'm too old school.
I'm in the wrong here, and I know it, but I'm gonna tell the story. Basically, I was talking to this guy. We had been friends for like a few years, but it was real on and off. Then we finally became friends again, and I was like, the window's there. Let's try to date. Let's see how it works. I realized I ain't like him like that. I ain't like him too much like that. Great person, just not the one for me. So
Right. Translation, he was a perfect boyfriend, but he wasn't Chad. Now that's what women mean when they say, not the one for me, right? Because it goes to say their style, the men of their dreams, you know, the preferences they have is Chad. And you can be a perfect boyfriend, but you're not their person. Because they're addicted to chaos and to toxicity, and they don't want the good things. I've mentioned this on the channel quite a lot of times. Women just don't like good guys. A lot of women. They don't like good guys. You try to put a perfect boyfriend next to them, and they're just gonna cheat on him. So, gentlemen, this is one of the reasons why I have this channel, is I want men to realize the situation and to not waste their time with people who are just gonna hurt them.
coming to this realization, instead of just saying that, because I didn't want to feel like the bad guy, also because he was real in love. He was like wedding, kids, house. I'm like, who is it? Because it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. Not that I don't want that, but like, dog, let me get some options first. So he's...
There you have it, gentlemen. She mentions it so fast and tries to move on to the next thing, but that is the reason why so many men are opting out of dating, because there are still men who want, you know, the traditional way of living of the past, where you get, you know, a person, you try to have a family with them, you try to raise children, you try to, you know, stay committed in a relationship. But women are just saying, but let me have my options. You know, they want to eat their cake and have it too. They want to be hooking up with a lot of men, with a lot of chads, and when they are 30 and they can't do it anymore. It's not that they don't want to, they just can't do it anymore. Then it's, you know, then I want my Prince Charming. This is just disgusting, man.
He's saying all this, and me, I'm like, So I did the only thing that was logical in my mind at the time. I was like, I know he has real bad jealousy issues. So what if I just tell him that I think I'm non-monogamous? I think that's my path in life. That's not my path in life. That's not what I want to do. I am that I don't want to do that. And I don't know why I told this man I want to do that. But it worked. It worked.
Because you're a harpy? Guys, this is why I think that this non-monogamy thing of, oh, I'm polyamorous or whatever the crap, is just the fancy word for I want to cheat. You know, it's a huge red flag, man. If your girl ever tells you that she feels like exploring her S3 actuality and you know, this is who I am. I'm just polyamorous. I love many people. And they will often try to tell you that, oh, but I love you as well, or I love you more than the rest of them. It's just, you know, the way I am. Never buy it. I mean, I'm sure you don't, gentlemen, but just in case, you know, this this polyamory is just code for I want to cheat.
Worked. And he was like, I guess we can't be together. And I was like, man, I guess we can't be together then. I thought I was off the hook, y'all. I wasn't. I was not off the hook. A few days later, he has read a book that I told him to read called The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz. Check that book out if you haven't. It's amazing. But he was like, I get it. I want to be non-monogamous with you. Like, oh God, now I'm gonna have to tell him the truth. I'm texting him, I'm like, listen, I don't want you to do that because you ain't want to do it at first, you know, like, it's cool. And he was just headstrong. He was like, I want to do it for you. So then I had to tell him the truth. I sent him a paragraph and then I blocked him, which was a little fucked up. Everybody makes mistakes. That's what Hannah said. I've learned, I communicate now, and I've grown. We all make romantic mistakes, it's fine. But now I know exactly what not to do.
I might be.
Guys, this is probably the most disgusting clip I've seen in a while. I don't even know what to say, man. I think this guy's relationship with this woman was the first he had. I'm really hoping that this guy learned what he had to learn and now is just out of dating. Because, guys, I posted a poll a few months back of, you know, where are you in dating? And most people said, I wouldn't touch dating with a 2-foot pole. And I'm happy, gentlemen. I'm happy to see that. Because, you know, you can still try if you want. But the dangers are so much, man. This woman can ruin your life. And there are many like her.
Exactly what not to do.
I might be in a healthy relationship now, but let me tell you about the most toxic situationship I ever had. Let's call this guy Nick. Nick was a waiter at a restaurant that I was going to with my mom one day. Y'all, when he came to my table, I was like, Lord, this man was so cute. And his name started with an N, and my name started with an N. You couldn't tell me that wasn't gonna be my soulmate. And it was.
Oh yeah, he's definitely your soulmate because your name started with an N. The stupidity, gentlemen. Gentlemen, did you hear her right? Did she just say that when he came to her table, he had the greatest personality? Or did she say that he looked cute? So he looked jacked, right? He looked jacked, he looked Chad-like. Don't get fooled when women say that, oh, men only care about, you know, the way women look. Women care only about the way men look as well. It's the first thing when initiating something. Most serious relationships wouldn't even start if the two people didn't like physically each other. So don't buy this bullcrap of, yeah, women, you know, they're angels, they're perfect beings, they never care about looks. No, they just care about the manners. Bullcrap.
It was very clear that me and Nick definitely found each other attractive. The way we was looking at each other was given like, you know, your girl was so head over heels for this guy. I put my cell phone number on the back of the bill so he could text me. Worst decision I ever made. This man ends up texting me maybe a week later, and I'm so hyped. He texted me while I'm at work, and I was losing it because I'm like, oh my gosh, the boy of my dreams just texted me. Granted, red flag, this man took a week later. He talked about how he finds me super beautiful, but he has a girlfriend. Red flag number 2, if you have a girlfriend, why are you texting me? To take it a step further, this man was like, I do think you're beautiful, but I have a girlfriend, but here's my social media. Why would he give me his social media? Don't ask me. I was already heartbroken that he had a girlfriend, but I wanted to see more about this guy. I wanted to see more about who he was. I definitely was respecting the fact that he was in a relationship, but I wanted to see more of who this guy was.
Right.
It was then on his Instagram that I saw this woman wasn't just his girlfriend, it was his baby mama. She had just had his baby at the time. Y'all gonna have to come back for part 2 because it only gets messier.
Guys, so notice how she didn't back off when she learned that he has a girlfriend. Women will do this all the time where they have like hyena fights for the Chad that they like, right? Now they will try to steal him off, or they will try to manipulate him into breaking off the relationship or stuff like that. It's absolutely disgusting. There are a lot of people in society, and that is what the blue pill teaches, that women, you know, are the innocent gender. that they are, you know, the angels, the little angels. They don't play the games that big bad men play. They are not as superficial. They don't care so much about S3X, etc. Don't buy it, gentlemen. Women, just like men, can be extremely bad. And it just so happens, right, statistically speaking, that women are the ones who manipulate more, who play more games, etc. Yes, men are bad in their own ways, but the gender that manipulates and plays these games and, you know, plans these schemes, etc., it's usually women. Let's continue.
This is for all my girlies out there that are literally like fiending for a boyfriend right now. I'm gonna stop you right there because I used to be like that, and then I realized it's hot girl summer, it's single girl summer, because we have so many plans and fun things ahead of us this summer, and if you get tied down, you are not gonna be able to do half of that, and I believe it because the past few weekends have been meeting so many new people here in Austin, and I've been just getting invited left and right to like all these pre-games, parties, boat days, pool parties, you name it, and I just know if I was in a relationship, half these invitations would not be thrown my way. So we are going into this summer single, raging, meeting so many people, and you never know, by the end of summer, maybe that's when you're gonna meet your boyfriend, but do not go into summer locked and cuffed.
Yeah, right. By the end of summer, we're gonna have magically a boyfriend. Man, I don't know. You know, let me tell you what, madam. It's not only this summer that you're gonna have a single girl summer, but it's every summer of your life until you pass away. Alright? I can promise you that. I can bet on that. Because you are a waste. Honestly, you are just an empty shell of nothingness. You just want to have your fun, and you expect that you're still gonna earn a man that respects himself? No, you won't. Best case scenario for you, you're gonna marry some low-value simp that doesn't respect himself, and so you're not gonna respect him either. And you're probably gonna cheat and divorce. Well, you know, that's maybe a good option for you. You can still get him for his money. But you will never get the man of your dreams because you don't deserve him. You're an empty shell. Man, I can't say it on YouTube, but, you know, you're an empty shell that just gets used. And that's the most you deserve. I mean, hell, if it was for me, you don't even deserve that, you know? But well, that's the use that chats have for you. Let's continue, gentlemen. Damn, man, what a disgusting video.
Let's talk about why guys lose interest when you show yours. Okay, so there's this idea that guys will lose interest if you show yours, and a lot of women are terrified of showing too much interest. But this doesn't make any sense if you think about it. If a guy likes you, like really likes you, you showing interest in him will be a good thing. He won't.
Yes, it will. The thing you're missing is the guys you're talking about, they're not the guys who are looking for commitment, who are good men and who want to have a family. The guys you are talking about are the chads that just want to have fun because they are 2 or 3 leagues above you, you know? So they are just using you as a plan B. They're just spinning plates. They have many more options than you. You are just there for recreational purposes. That is why when you show that you are interested in something, Chad runs away because he doesn't want to have to do anything with you. You notice the unreasonable things that she's saying, gentlemen. She's trying to portray it as all men in this planet Earth, you know, they lose interest when women shows theirs. But it's not the case. I mean, it's usually guys who chase, you know. But she's just talking about the few chads that, you know, have pumped and dumped her and don't want to commit.
Won't be put off by it. Only an extremely unstable, insecure man would lose interest solely because a woman is showing interest in him.
Oh, you mean the type of man that you are chasing? The type of man that you would only, you know, think to have something with? The only guys you are allowing into your life?
Usually when a guy seems to lose interest after you show yours, it's just that he discovered you weren't compatible or that you're not what he's looking for. It's not about the showing interest itself. Here's the thing with dating. In the beginning, yeah, a guy's gonna bring his A game because he sees potential with you.
No, it's not because he sees potential with you. It's because he wants to get between your legs. Guys, I don't know. Honestly, I am not trying to be mean to these women, but I don't know how incredibly unintelligent do you have to be to not pick on these things, you know? I mean, guys, most of you watching this video, tell me, is it hard to understand this? Well, you're watching videos of the manosphere. Do you have a textbook where you write, you know, lessons, you study 2 hours a day to understand them? Or is it just common sense? I mean, you came to the manosphere because of common sense, and now you're just here you know, having some fun, entertaining yourself. Is it quantum physics? Are we just from the manosphere, you know, a bunch of geniuses, you know, 200 IQ above? Are we this extremely intelligent substract of people from Earth? Or are these women incredibly stupid?
Likes you. The way he's acting isn't necessarily a reflection of how he feels. He's just courting you. He's trying to get you to like him. And as you get to know each other, it's possible he discovers, okay, this isn't a match. And then he loses interest. And you think, oh, it's just because I showed that I liked him. But that's usually not what's going on. Now, I need to add, men are very put off by neediness and desperation. The stink of desperation poisons everything. So if that's what you're showing, if you're showing interest in a very needy, desperate way, this can potentially turn him off. Neediness is needing him to respond to you in a certain way in order to make you feel good. When you're too needy, you're essentially placing the other person's perception of you above your own perception of yourself. So you rely on him to make you feel good about yourself, to validate you. And this is just exhausting and it's off-putting. You need to develop a solid sense of worth that comes from within. And I have so many other videos on exactly how to do this. But if you show a healthy level of interest and the guy is emotionally stable and interested in you, then you will not scare him off. So stop being so scared to be the one to text him first or to express how you feel, because this is not going to send a guy running away. And if it does, then good, because he's not the right guy for you. Hope this was helpful.
So if these women put the, you know, if these women trained physical gymnastics as much as they trained mental gymnastics, they would look like Arnold freaking Schwarzenegger right now. The mental gymnastics, man, these women, so out of touch. I hope this video entertained you, gentlemen. Probably you're thinking, you know what, I'm so happy that I'm not part of dating, because it's all bullcrap. But leave me your thoughts down below, gentlemen, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.